I remember the exact moment my stomach dropped. Because it wasn't just furniture she was throwing out, it was my father's Purple Heart. She called it cheap, old stuff. For 4 years, Monica and I had been a couple, living together in my house for the last two. And let me be clear, it was my house, inherited from my grandmother, fully paid off, and solely in my name. Monica, at 35, always had strong opinions about my decor. She called it bachelor basic and depressing. I get it, I'm no interior designer, but it was comfortable, functional, and deeply meaningful to me. Then, one Tuesday morning, I was at work when I got this text. It was Monica, finally taking initiative on the house. Your old furniture is so dated and cheap looking. Donating most of it to Goodwill. The delivery guys are here now. This place is going to look amazing. My blood ran cold. My stomach clenched. I immediately called her. No answer. I texted back, WTF? Monica, do not touch my stuff. I'm coming home. Her response was instant. Stop being dramatic. Trust me, you'll love it. Already loaded the truck. Your dad's old military stuff was just collecting dust anyway. Someone who actually served might appreciate it. That last sentence hit me like a physical blow. Your dad's old military stuff. She was talking about my father's Purple Heart from Vietnam, his service photos, the flag from his funeral. Dusty old stuff? It felt like a punch to the gut. I literally ran out of my office. My boss saw my face, didn't even ask questions, just said go. The 20-minute drive home felt like an eternity. When I pulled up, the Goodwill truck was already pulling away. Monica's car was gone, probably already at her noon Pilates class, basking in her self-proclaimed glory. Inside, the house was devastatingly empty. My dad's old recliner gone. The oak bookshelf my grandfather built gone. My entire living room was basically barren, except for some stark white modern furniture I'd never seen before, like an IKEA showroom had exploded in my home. I raced to my office. The shadow box with Dad's medals that sat on my desk? Gone. His service photos? Gone. Everything. I called Monica again, straight to voicemail. She turned off her phone. So, I got back in my car and drove straight to the Goodwill Donation Center. I explained the situation to the manager, showed him the text proving she'd donated my property without permission. He was sympathetic, but he said once donations are processed, please, I pleaded, a knot forming in my throat. My father's Purple Heart is in there. He died when I was 15. The manager stopped, truly listening now. Purple Heart from Vietnam? Yes, in a wooden shadow box. There's also a folded flag. This man, bless him, immediately called his staff. Nobody touches the truck that just came in. Military memorabilia was donated by mistake. It took 3 grueling hours, but we found everything. Every medal, every photo, even Dad's recliner. The manager helped me load it all into a U-Haul I'd rented, and he refused to let me pay the donation value. He just looked at me and said, my brother served. This stuff doesn't belong here. Take it all. By 3 p.m., I had everything back. But I wasn't bringing it back to that house. Not anymore. When I got home around 4 p.m., Monica's car was still gone. Her Pilates class, then probably her usual Tuesday coffee meetup with her sister. Perfect. My decision had been made at Goodwill. This relationship was over. Someone who could casually donate my dead father's Purple Heart while calling it dusty old stuff? No. Done. I call my buddy Tom, who owns a moving company. Tom, I need a crew now. Today. He heard the urgency in my voice. Bro, what's the emergency? Monica donated my dad's military medals to Goodwill. I got them back. Now I'm leaving. Without missing a beat, Tom asked, how many trucks do you need? That's a real friend right there. While waiting for the crew, I walked through my house. The new furniture Monica bought. An ugly white sectional sofa, a glass coffee table, some abstract art that looked like someone sneezed paint on canvas. She'd even replaced my bedroom furniture. My bedroom. Without asking, without permission, and with my credit card, the one I had given her for emergencies only. I checked my banking app, $8,700 in charges from today alone. A fresh wave of anger, mixed with a chilling realization, washed over me. The movers arrived at 5 p.m. I gave them simple instructions. Everything that was here before today comes with me. Everything bought today stays. One guy pointed to a massive 75-inch TV still in its box. Even the new TV, especially that, I said. I didn't buy it. Not taking it. It took us 2 hours. We loaded all my actual furniture from the Goodwill run, my clothes and personal items, all my electronics except her laptop and phone charger, every tool from the garage, my grandmother's china she'd boxed up to declutter, every piece of sports memorabilia from my office, even the good coffee maker. Petty? Maybe. Satisfying? Absolutely. Left behind? Her new, ugly furniture. Her clothes and makeup. The 73 throw pillows she'd bought. Seriously, who needs that many? A printed screenshot of her text about donating my cheap stuff. And my house key sitting on the counter. The house looked weird, like a furniture showroom with no soul. White couches facing nothing. Abstract art on walls with no other decorations. Her closet was still full, but the bedroom just had her new bed. No dresser, no nightstands. Those were mine. By 7:23 p.m., I was out. Everything moved into a storage unit for now, and I crashed at Tom's place. At 7:47 p.m., my phone exploded. Monica calling. I texted instead. She started rolling in with texts. Where are you? Why's your stuff gone? The TV is still in a box, but there's no TV stand. Derek, where's the coffee maker? This isn't funny. I spent all day making our home beautiful. You can't just leave. I'm calling the police. Answer your phone. I finally responded. You donated my belongings without permission, including my father's military medals. I retrieved them from Goodwill. I moved out. The furniture you bought is yours. The credit card you used is now canceled. We're done. My phone immediately rang. I let it go to voicemail. She left a 3-minute voicemail screaming about how I ruined everything, how I couldn't handle change, how I was overreacting to a simple home improvement. Simple home improvement. She donated my dead father's Purple Heart and called it a simple home improvement. The next morning, Wednesday, brought the drama I should have expected. I woke up at Tom's to 52 missed calls. Not from Monica, she was blocked, but from her mother, Patricia. I answered on call number 53, honestly, out of pure curiosity. Derek, what did you do to my daughter? Morning, Patricia. I moved out after Monica donated my father's military memorabilia to Goodwill. She was trying to make your home nice. You men never appreciate anything. She spent her whole day. She spent $8,700 on my credit card without asking. Patricia paused. Then the entitlement flowed. Well, you can afford it. That's not the point. She donated my father's Purple Heart, his Vietnam service medals, the flag from his funeral. So he's dead. It's just old stuff gathering dust. I hung up. Just hung up. Some people can't be reasoned with. Then Monica figured out I'd blocked her, so she started getting creative. First, she tried calling. From her sister's phone. Blocked. Then her best friend, Vanessa. Blocked. Then, she showed up at my work. Security called me at 11 a.m. Mr. Derek, there's a Monica here saying she's your girlfriend and needs to talk to you urgently. Ex-girlfriend, please have her removed. I could hear her shrieking from my third-floor office. I know you're in there. You can't just steal from me. Steal? She donated my possessions. Security had threatened to call the police before she finally left, but not before she'd made enough of a scene that everyone in my office knew my business. Awesome. At lunchtime, I got a call from my landlord. Wait, I own my house. No landlord. Monica had called the property management company that handles the HOA and told them I was a dangerous tenant who had abandoned the property and left it unsecured. It took me an hour to prove I was the owner, not a tenant, and that she had no legal right to the property. The property manager was confused but apologetic. Then things got really weird. I got a text from an unknown number with a photo. It was my living room, my empty living room, except for her furniture. She'd moved all her furniture to the walls and set up candles, like hundreds of candles in a circle. In the middle was a printed photo of us from last Christmas. The text, if you don't come back, I'm going to perform a binding spell to make you love me again. Tom looked over my shoulder. Bro, she's lost it. She's going to burn down your grandmother's house with her weird candle ritual. I called the fire department for a wellness check. Explained the situation, showed them the photo. They took it seriously. That many candles is a legitimate fire hazard. They arrived to find Monica manifesting her words, surrounded by what the fire chief described as an unconscionable fire hazard. They made her extinguish everything and warned her about fire codes. She told them I was spiritually attacking her aura. They suggested she seek professional help. By the way, if you're still with me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, more unbelievable stories like this are coming your way. Thursday, Monica went nuclear. It started with a Facebook post. This woman, who had donated my father's military honors, posted this. Sometimes you think you know someone. 4 years together, and Derek just abandoned me after I surprised him by redecorating our home. I spent my entire day making our space beautiful and modern, and he threw a tantrum because I donated some old junk. Now I'm sitting in an empty house with the furniture I bought with my own money while he keeps everything else. Some men just can't handle a woman with vision. Pray for me. The comments were immediate. Her mom, he was never good enough for you, sweetie. Her sister, what kind of man does this? Her friend, you deserve so much better, hon. But then my buddy Tom's wife chimed in. Didn't you donate his father's military medals? The Purple Heart from Vietnam. Monica deleted the post within 5 minutes. But screenshots are forever, and Tom's wife had receipts. Then Monica tried a new approach, legal threats. I got an email from a lawyer saying I'd stolen share property and owed her $8,700 for the furniture she bought with my card, $2,000 for emotional distress, half the value of everything I took, my own belongings, and 6 months of rent for illegal eviction. The email was from a Gmail account, legalegal2019@gmail.com. Yeah, super professional. My actual lawyer, because, yes, I hired one on Wednesday, just laughed. She has no claim to the house, no lease, no residency rights since she still gets mail at her apartment, and she committed credit card fraud. Want me to respond? Please do, I said. He sent a beautiful cease and desist letter that included proof the house was solely mine via inheritance, screenshots of her admitting to donating my property, the credit card fraud documentation, and a demand for her to vacate the property within 72 hours. Her response? She changed the locks on my house. Found out when I went by Thursday evening to check on things. My key didn't work. I could see through the window she'd moved more stuff in. Her cousin's pickup truck was in my driveway. I called the police for a locksmith assist. Showed them my deed, my ID, the whole thing. The officer looked tired. Sir, is this your house? Yes. Here's the deed. Ma'am, do you own this house? She asked Monica. We've been together 4 years. That's not what I asked. Is your name on the deed? No. But then you need to let him in his house. Monica started crying. Full waterworks. Officer, I'm scared of him. He abandoned me. The officer looked at me, then at her, then at the multiple Amazon boxes on the porch with her name. Ma'am, these were delivered today. If you were scared, why are you having packages sent here? The locksmith changed the locks while she sobbed about 4 years wasted and how I couldn't handle her independence. Independence. She lived rent-free in my house and used my credit card to buy furniture. She had a pack right then with the officer supervising. It took her 3 hours to get all her crap out, including the ugly-ass white furniture. She kept saying things like, you'll regret this, and we were soulmates, and my therapist says you're a narcissist. Her therapist, who she'd never mentioned before, right? As she was leaving, she turned and said the most entitled thing yet. I was trying to improve your life. That house looks like an old man lives there. My grandfather built that house. An old man did live there, and his memory deserves more respect than you've shown. She actually scoffed. It's just a house, Derek, and he's dead. Get over it. Officer Martinez stepped between us. Ma'am, time to go. Friday through Monday were relatively quiet. I moved back into my house, started putting everything back where it belonged. The place felt like home again, with Dad's recliner in its spot, my grandmother's china displayed properly. Then Tuesday hit, exactly 1 week after the original incident. I woke up to find my lawn decorated with pink flamingos. Hundreds of them, all with little signs. Derek has commitment issues. 4 years wasted. Real men appreciate growth. My elderly neighbor, Mr. Garrison, was standing on his porch with coffee, just staring. Morning, Mr. G. Son, you got a flamingo problem, it appears. So, want help clearing them? I'd appreciate it. It took us 2 hours to clear them all. Mr. G was a champion, even made jokes about flamingo migrations. Turns out Monica had paid some party company to do it at 3 a.m. But she wasn't done. Wednesday, she signed me up for every possible subscription service. Magazines, meal kits, wine clubs, a cheese of the month club, something called Exotic Jerky Express, and somehow a live butterfly release service that would ship butterflies to my house monthly. I spent my entire lunch break canceling subscriptions. Thursday, she posted on the neighborhood Facebook that I was having an estate sale. Everything must go. Death in the family, too painful to keep. People started showing up at 7 a.m. I had to explain to dozens of bargain hunters that no, nothing was for sale. And no, nobody died recently. Friday, she called my mom. My mom, who lives in Florida and hadn't talked to Monica in a year. Mom called me. Derek, honey, Monica says you're having a mental breakdown. I'm fine, Mom. She says you threw away your father's war medals. What? No, she donated them. I got them back. Oh, thank God. I was about to fly up there and smack you. She donated Dad's Purple Heart, Mom. Long pause. That which did what? Mom doesn't swear, doesn't call names. The fact she called Monica a witch was basically DEFCON 1. Give me your number. Mom, no. Derek Anthony, give me your number. When Mom uses the full name, you comply. I don't know what Mom said, but Monica's harassment stopped for exactly 2 days. Then came Monday. The final meltdown, the last stand, whatever you call it, when entitled people realize they've truly lost. Monica showed up with a U-Haul and 4 guys at 6 a.m. and started loading my outdoor furniture. I ran outside in boxers and a t-shirt. What the hell? You owe me for pain and suffering. This is payment. That's theft, Monica. Prove it. I called 911 again. The same tired Officer Martinez from Thursday showed up. Sir, we meet again. Sorry, Officer Martinez. Is this your furniture? Yes, ma'am. Is this your furniture? She asked Monica. He owes it to me. That's not how debt collection works, ma'am. Monica started her crying routine. Officer Martinez wasn't buying it. Ma'am, this is the 3rd time I've been called here. You're harassing this man. Either leave now, or I'm arresting you for attempted theft and criminal trespassing. Monica stopped crying instantly. You can't arrest me. I'm a woman. He's the one who abandoned me. Ma'am, you just admitted to attempted theft. Leave now. She left, but not before screaming, "This isn't over." Officer Martinez looked at me. Get a restraining order. Already started the paperwork. Good, man. It's been 3 months now. The restraining order was granted after Monica violated the initial temporary order by showing up at my gym, my grocery store, and my mother's house in Florida. Yeah, she flew to Florida to explain her side to my mom. That went poorly for her. The legal stuff was actually pretty straightforward. Monica had to stay 500 feet away from me, my home, and my workplace, pay me back the $8,700 she charged on my card, and stop contacting my family and friends. She tried to countersue for unlawful eviction, but the judge literally laughed. Ma'am, you were never a tenant. You had your own apartment the entire relationship. You were a guest who overstayed her welcome. The credit card company reversed the charges after I provided evidence of fraud, then went after Monica for the money. Last I heard, they were garnishing her wages. But the real karma came from an unexpected source, the Goodwill manager. Remember him? The veteran who helped me recover Dad's medals. Turns out his wife is on the hiring committee at Monica's company. Small world. When Monica's review came up, his wife mentioned the incident. Isn't this the woman who donated Purple Heart medals and called them dusty old stuff? Monica wasn't fired, but she was passed over for a promotion she was certain was hers. She found out why and tried to claim discrimination, but several coworkers came forward about her disrespectful comments about veterans and the military. Apparently, calling medals participation trophies for old wars in the break room wasn't her smartest move. She moved back with her parents 2 towns over. Her mom still occasionally sends me messages about how I ruined her baby's life and how Monica is too traumatized to date. Good. Maybe the next guy's father's belongings will be safe. As for me, the house is exactly how I want it. Dad's recliner sits in its spot of honor. His medals are now in a locked display case. Learn that lesson. I started dating someone new last month. First thing I told her, this is my father's Purple Heart. This is my grandfather's handmade bookshelf. These things are non-negotiable. She just smiled and said, my dad has his father's Bronze Star displayed. I get it. Keep her. And the flamingos? Mr. Garrison kept one. Put it in his garden with a sign. I survived the great flamingo invasion of 2024. It makes me laugh every morning. Mom still has Monica's number blocked, but somehow Monica's mom found her on Facebook and sent a long message about forgiveness and second chances. Mom's response was screenshotted and sent to me. Your daughter donated my husband's Purple Heart. The only thing I'll forgive is when she learns basic human decency. Don't contact me again. That's my mom. Looking back, the red flags were always there. The constant comments about my dated belongings. The way she'd move things without asking. How she'd call sentimental items clutter. But you ignore them when you think you're in love. The biggest lesson? Someone who doesn't respect your past doesn't deserve a place in your future. And for anyone wondering, yes, that printed screenshot of her text, the one about donating my cheap stuff, it's framed in my office right next to Dad's medals. A constant reminder. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. The house is quiet now. Peaceful. No drama. No surprise improvements. No one calling my father sacrificed dusty old stuff. Just me, my memories, and my father's Purple Heart, exactly where it belongs. Have you ever been in a relationship where someone just fundamentally disrespected something deeply important to you? Tell me what you think. I really want to know.